Good morning dear students. Welcome once again in this online video classes. I hope you will be enjoying our video classes. Now it's a time for session for class 8 political science chapter number 1, the Indian Constitution. While I was going through this chapter, I felt that there are certain questions which are given in the textbook which are needed to be discussed. That's why I have taken my time for the revision classes, or you can say a discussion class, through which we are going to discuss class 8 political science, the Indian Constitution. Okay, and in this chapter we are going to discuss briefly about the question answers of this chapter, some of the important questions, right? So let's begin our session. The first question of your textbook states, why does a democratic country need a constitution? I have already told you, I have given you in the notes also. Remember? Yes. Why does a democratic country? What is the need? Why a country needs a constitution? So at that time also I have told you, and this time also I am going to tell you that the answer will start as it lays out certain principles, it lays out certain ideas. This is the key factor. Okay. So what are the things that it lays? What are the things that it builds up? Is the answer to this question, right? So why does a democratic country need a constitution? A democratic country needs a constitution because, first point, it lays out certain ideas that form the basis of the kind of country that we as citizens aspire to live in, isn't it? The first point you might also have remembered, why does a country need a constitution? I have given during the time of notes also, right? It lays out certain ideas that aspire the citizens, that gives a hope to the citizen of our country to live in that country. Okay, clear? Yes. Moreover, it lays out rules and principles as the basis by which the country has to be governed. How a country should run, how a country should be governed. All these ideas, principles will be given by means of constitution only. It is on the basis of constitution that government runs our country, mind you, right? So it lays out the rules and principles on the basis of which a country is to be governed, a government should be run upon. Okay. Now it lays out the third point, it lays out principles or ideas that prevents tyranny. Tyranny, you have remembered? Yes, the cruel or unjust use of the power. Okay, so cruel power you can say, right? So it prevents out the tyranny. What is the meaning of tyranny? Cruel or unjust use of power, right? Or domination by the majority. If we want that the major people or major specified group in the society, what is the meaning of major? Those groups, those species, those class of people which are more in number are major, and those species of people, those group of people, those class of people which are less in number are minor, right? More in number major, small in number, less in number minor. Always remember this point. Okay, so it lays out principles or ideas that prevents tyranny or domination by the majority. I have given you an example also, domination by the majority. Suppose if Hindus and Muslims are living in this society, if number of Hindus will be more, they are major. If number of Muslims will be less, they are minor. If Hindus will riot is RIOT, that means if they start quarreling with the Muslim and they will throw them out of the country, then it's a tyranny, cruel or unjust use of the power. So in order to prevent this domination by the majority, that means the major class of people or major ruling class does not dominate over the small minor people, that's why the constitution is very important. Okay, it prevents the tyranny or domination by a major group. This is the key factor. And moreover, it also provides rights to its citizens, right? This constitution provides rights, certain rights. What kind of rights? Fundamental rights. Yes, it provides rights to the citizen. Why so that they will protect their freedom, right? So on the basis of fundamental rights only, the rights that has been given by the constitution only, we can protect our freedom. Okay, we will aspire to continue on with the society. Number one thing, it prevents the tyranny in the society. Tyranny means cruel or unjust use, or moreover domination by the majority, right? And it gives certain rights to the citizens so that they can protect their freedom, so that they can protect their freedom. So these are the rules, these are the key points because of which the constitution becomes very necessary for any country, moreover for any democratic country. Clear? I don't think there will be any problem with this one. Time and again keeps on revision dear. Time and again do your revision seriously, so that whatever I'll say, whatever I have told you in the class, and whatever I have given an example, whatever the examples have been cited by me or given by me, you should always remember. Okay? Now moving on to the another question. Here look at the wordings of two documents. These are the two documents, right? The first column is from 1990 Nepal Constitution. This column is from 1990 Constitution of Nepal. Okay? The second column is from more recent Constitution of Nepal. This column is for 2007 interim Constitution. Right? It's already been written. So this Constitution of Nepal has been made in 1990 and this part has been made in 2007. If you read out the article, it has been written over here. Now the question is, what is the difference in who exercises executive power? Now you have to give the difference in who exercises the executive power. Here executive power is written clearly. Just read it out. The executive power of the Kingdom of Nepal shall be vested in His Majesty and the Council of Ministers. Mind you, vested means, here the word vested means given, provided, right? So executive power is vested or given to whom? Given to my Majesty, your monarch, your king, your ruler, and the Council of Ministers, as well as the power is given to Council of Ministers. Okay, now in this part, executive power of Nepal shall be vested in the Council of Ministers. Here the executive power is vested or given to the Council of Ministers, right? So in this part, as per according to 1990 Constitution of Nepal, the power, the executive power is vested or given to whom? Given to Majesty and as well as to the Council of Ministers. But in the recent Constitution, that means in 2007 interim Constitution, the power is vested only in the Council of Ministers. This is the basic difference. So if you only read the two columns, your answer is hidden in these two columns only. It is very clear, it is crystal clear that this power has been vested as per 1990 Constitution of Nepal. This power has been vested to Majesty and or the King and with the Council of Ministers, whereas in recent Constitution the power is vested or given to the Council of Ministers only. This is the answer. What is the difference in who exercises executive power in the above two Constitution of Nepal? Here lies the difference, right? As per according to this, the power is vested in the Majesty, King as well as to the Council of Ministers. But here the power is vested in the Council of Ministers only, right? Another question is, why do you think Nepal needs a new constitution today? Why you think Nepal needs a new constitution? You can also work out with this constitution. Then why there is a need of this constitution? Answer is very simple. Earlier, because the power is given to the king, to the monarch, to the Majesty as well as Council of Ministers, it is not a democratic form of government. But here, because the power has been given or the power has been vested in the Council of Ministers, it shows the democracy of the country. So when the Nepal become democratic, a new constitution should be made, a new constitution should be rectified, or you can say earlier constitution needed to be rectified. Clear? This is the answer. That's why the answer is in this form. The difference between Constitution of Nepal in 1990 and 2007. See, in 1990 the executive power was vested where among Majesty and his Council of Ministers, but in 2007 it was vested only in Council of Ministers. Clear? If you read the columns very carefully, the answer is itself there only, right? And the second part of the question, yes, I think that it needs to be changed. Why? The constitution of Nepal is needed to be rectified or changed. It needed to be changed as Nepal is no longer now a monarchy. Monarchy means king's rule. The rule of a ruler. King's rule is monarchy. Okay? So it is a democratic country now, because the Nepal has become democratic country now. That's why there is a need of changing the constitution. According to democracy, new rules are to be made that should be more favorable for the people. Rules should be made for a democratic country where it becomes very necessary for the people to have the paragraph or to have certain favorable conditions. That means they should have certain rules being made which favor the citizens, not the king or the queen, right, of that country. So it's a characteristic of democratic form of government, right? What is a democratic form of government? A form of government for the people, by the people and of the people, right? So we choose our representatives directly or indirectly. That's a democratic form of government. Okay, clear? I think it's a simplest of the simple answer. Okay, so let's proceed on with the next one. What would happen if there were no restrictions on the power of elected representative? Suppose we choose our representative by means of casting our vote. If there would be no restriction on the power, on their power, if they will be given, we choose the elected representative. Now if those representatives will be given an unlimited power, what will happen? This is the question being asked. Very simple. Then suppose if your father is the head of the family, obviously he is head of the family. Now if he is given unlimited power or he is given a surplus power or every power is being given to him, he may throw you also outside of your house. He may throw his parents also outside of his house. Okay, so it leads to misuse of the power, isn't it? So that's why there will be some restrictions on the power of the elected representative. Now the answer is why? What would happen if there will be no restrictions in the power? If there are no restrictions on the power of the elected representatives, then the leaders might misuse the power. This is the thing. If you will also be given an unlimited power, if there will be no restrictions in your power, you will revolt against your parent. I am not willing to go to school. Today I will have something for the breakfast and something you can also implement, right? So for a correct governance, everybody should have certain restrictions here. Everybody should not be given each and every power. Clear? So if the unlimited power, if there will be no restrictions on the power of elected representatives, then the leaders misuse the power given to them. First thing, the constitution provides safeguards, that means it provides us the protection against misuse of power by our political leaders. So restrictions are being set by the constitution so that the government can run smoothly and in a right way. Correct? Yes. I think it is also an easier question to define, easier question to answer upon, isn't it? So in this way the thing will go. Let's move on with the next question. In the following situations, identify the minority. Here you have to find out the minority. There are two sections I have already told you: majority and minority. Majority which are more in number, minority less in number, right? Less in number minority, more in number majority. Always remember. Write certain situations are being given in this question, right? A, B, C, D, certain situations are given. First, you have to identify the minor group, who are the minors, and then you also have to answer why it is important to respect the views of minority. Why we should protect the minor views, minority, the ideas of the minority. Okay, clear? First stanza goes, in a school with 30 students. Mind you, in a school there are 30 students. 20 of them were male. It's not student. In a class with 30 teachers it will be. Okay. Just rectify it. In a school with 30 teachers, 20 of them were male. That means out of 30 teachers, 20 were male, only 10 were female. Then who were the minors? It's the female teachers. So your answer will go female teachers are in minority. Female teachers are in minority. Clear? The female teachers must be allowed to voice their opinions so that their teaching efforts are not hindered. Why their ideas, why their principles, why their views will be respected so that they can also voice their opinion. The word voice their opinion, that means their ideas should also be accepted, their suggestions should also be accepted. They also have the right of telling what is right, what is wrong, right? That's why we respect the view of minority in this case, so that the female teachers can also voice their opinion. It is the key. Okay, voice their opinion. They can also tell their ideas. They can also come up with their ideas, suggestions and views, right? So it must be allowed to voice their opinion so that their teaching efforts are not hindered. So that their teaching efforts of the teachers were not hindered. Clear? Hindered means obstacle, were not being put down. Okay? Were not being obstacled, were not being banned. Okay? Fine. Now another case is, in a city 5% of population are Buddhist. In a city 5% of people were Buddhist. Only 5% were Buddhist. That means 95% comprises of some other religion. So 95% becomes major. So this only 5% were minor. So who were the minors? Who were the minority group? Buddhists. Buddhists are the minority. Clear? Now why we should respect the views of this Buddhist group? So that the other people can respect other religions also. Right? So Buddhists are the minority. This is clear. Every individual has the right to follow the religion of his or her choice. Now, practicing a religion is a matter of their own choice. If you want to become Muslim, you can become Muslim. If you want to follow Christianity, you can follow Christianity. So it is a matter of our own choice which religion to follow. Now, because it is a matter of people's choice, people of other faith or other religion must respect the religion other than their own. If I am a Hindu, I'll have to respect the Muslims also. This is the key factor. If you are a Sikh, you have to respect the religion, all the religion which is not belonging to your own. That means if you are following one religion, you have to pay equal respect. You have to respect the religion which is not your own. That's why the Buddhists here in this case, who were the minor group, their ideas, their views were also being respected. Okay? Clear? So that the people of other faith can also respect the religion of others. That's why their views, their ideas were accepted. Right? Let's continue on with another case. In a factory mess of all employees, it's a case of factory mess of all employees, 80% are vegetarians. 80% are vegetarians. That means 20% were non-vegetarians are the minority, or they are minor group. So non-vegetarians are in minority. Why we should respect this non-vegetarian group as they are minority? Again, the food choice is a personal wish. If you want to eat Maggi, you can eat. If another wants to eat chapati, they can eat. If another person wants to eat pudding or something like that, they can also eat. So it's a matter of our own choice, right? So because it's a personal wish, it's a personal matter of liking of food, so he or she should have the freedom to eat what he or she wants. Everybody have the right, everybody's views, ideas, suggestions were highly respected in terms of taking up of food, as it is nothing but it's a personal wish. It's their own choice. It's a question of their own choice. That's why food choice is a personal wish. It is a matter of own choice. That's why they should have the freedom of eat whatever they want to. Clear? That's why the non-vegetarians, being a minority also, their ideas, their views will be respected in this case. Now, the last case of this question. In a class of 50 students, 40 belong to more well-off families. 50 students were there in the class, out of which 40 were from well-off families, that means very good family. They were from enriched family, they were from rich family. Okay, so the opposite of well-off is underprivileged. Okay, right? So who were the minority? Underprivileged are in minority, right? Who were the minority over here? Underprivileged were in minority. Now, why their idea, why underprivileged were respected, or why their views, why the underprivileged views were respected in this case? Just because citizens cannot be discriminated on the basis of their birth. They can't be discriminated here. If you are being born in Brahman family, it's your fate, it's your luck. If you are being born in a scheduled caste family, it's also your fate, your destiny, your luck. What you will do with that? So making a discrimination or a difference basis on birth is not right. It is illegal. It's a crime. Okay. So underprivileged are a minority in this case. Moreover, citizens cannot be discriminated, cannot be made differences by their birth. On the basis of birth, you can't discriminate a citizen. So their values or views have to be respected. Always remember this thing. Okay? Because citizen cannot be discriminated on their birth, on the basis of their birth. That's why we should respect underprivileged who were minor in this case. Right? Now, another question is state why this feature is important. You have to tell why these features, some of the features are given, like federalism is given, separation of power is given, okay, fundamental rights is given. Okay, these are some of the features which are being given. You have to state, you have to tell why these are important. Okay, first we come to federalism. In 2 to 3 sentences only you have to define why this one is important. Why federalism is important? Just because it ensures national unity. Federalism, remembered, more than one level of government is known as federalism, right? When there is more than one level of government. In our country also there is a government at central level, the government at district level, the government at village panchayat level. So there are different levels of government, right? So why this kind of government federalism is important? Because it ensures national unity. You may ask me a question, how it promotes, how it ensures national unity? Then I am going to give you an example. Suppose if all the power will be given to one government, that means suppose if all the power lies with village panchayat, they can certainly misuse their power, they can do all the works without asking the central government government without asking any other government, and they can do as per according to their wishes, isn't it? So there are certain powers which are vested or which are being given to different level of government, so that everybody understands the value of each other, so that they can't think themselves to be the powerful, and there should be a balance. A balance should be maintained in the country, right? So federalism, it ensures national unity and at the same time allows individual progress. The individual is progressing, they are progressing just because every power is not being vested in one government. Different sort of government and power is vested at different levels of government. This is the key, right? A federal government allows the center to hold supreme power. Federal government also given the power to central government, to the center as supreme power, but its constituent state have also some power as well. It has given a supreme power, big powers to the center, but some power lies with the constituent parts also, some power lies with the lower parts also, right? So every power will not be given to one level of government, otherwise there will be a misuse of power and automatically the corruption will come into being, so it should be avoided. Now another thing is separation of power. Why separation of power? Have you remembered separation of power? Yes, the power is divided into three organs, right? Judiciary, executive and legislature. You might have remembered. Yes. So why there is separation of power? First, tyrannical use of power is avoided. Yes. The tyrannical power, cruel power, unjust use of the power will be avoided, since it does not vest power in one single authority. Here also the things will go in one way or the other, similar to the first one. See, every sentences have the same meaning but in different fashion. This is the thing, okay? So it does not vest power in one single authority. In fact, it has also not vested the power in one single authority. Moreover, secondly, three organs of the power also work as check on each other, thereby maintaining balance. So if legislature, executive and judiciary, these are the three organs which are working, right? Then everybody keeps a check. Here check means to look very carefully. Everybody sees the function of other, okay, and thereby maintaining a good balance. Everybody have an eye on each other, that they can't misuse their power, otherwise our work will get affected, isn't it? So that's why the three organs of the power work. How? They are working as a check on each other, thereby maintaining a balance. Clear? I don't think there will be any problem relating to these parts. Now, fundamental right. Why it is important? They conform to a humane society. Humane society means kind society, a good society to live in, right? So these, if fundamental rights were not being given to the citizen, a police can do anything, right? He can arrest you without any reasons. You don't have the right of asking why I have been arrested. It is because of the fundamental rights that you have the right of asking why. If a police arrests you, it is because of fundamental rights that you are asking the police why you are arresting me, on what cause. If these fundamental rights were being removed, the humane society, the kind society, the kindness of the society will be removed. Okay? They also protect citizens against arbitrary use of power by state. Arbitrary use, okay? Arbitrary use of power by state. This means they were protecting whom? The citizen against the arbitrary use. Arbitrary use means again illogical use, okay? Illogical, which is not legal, okay? So they are protecting the citizen against arbitrary use of power by the state, by the country, by the nation, whatever you can say. So it conforms to a humane society, it maintains a kind society, and it also protects the citizen against arbitrary use of power by state, by the nation. Clear? Parliamentary form of government. Why this is important? You have to write one sentence or two sentences. This is important because this is the only means by which we are choosing up our representatives directly or indirectly, right? So this entails, this tells, this depicts, this shows, okay, the fact that people of country play a direct role in electing their representatives. So people of the country, by means of parliamentary form of government. Remember parliamentary form of government? Yes, all the citizens 18 or above 18 years of age are able to cast their vote, have the right of casting their vote and choosing their elected representative, isn't it? So as per according to parliamentary form of government, the people are directly or indirectly choosing their representative to run the state as well as nation, to run the state in a smooth way, to run the government in a smooth way. Clear? I don't think there will be any problem relating to these questions. Now there are certain additional questions. Let's look at these questions. First question, what is a constitution? Right? What is a constitution? If I am going to ask you, remembered I have already given you the answer. What is a constitution? It is a set of rules, okay, through which a government runs. It is a set of rules by which government runs our country, by which government runs or rules over a country, right? Let's see another question, what it is. How can a leader misuse power in a democracy? How a leader misuse the power in a democracy? You have to give example. Suppose if there is a leader who has been given all the power and he is misusing his power, how he can misuse the power? He will send his security guard to beat a person. Moreover, if there is a relative of that leader who has done a crime, he can tell the police not to take any action against him, like that only. Okay, this is the answer which has been written. A leader may send his security guard to beat his neighbors for personal reasons. Moreover, they ask the police not to take action against a relative who has committed the crime. Right? In this way, by means of this example, it is clear that the leader is misusing his power. Right? Another question is, mention key features of Indian Constitution. Remember the key features of Indian Constitution? What are the different key features? The pillars of our Constitution. Yes, federalism. Then you will have fundamental rights, parliamentary form of government, secularism. All these are key features of the Indian Constitution, right? You might have remembered. So this ends your chapter. I don't think there will be any doubts, and still if you are having any doubts, you can write it in the comment box and you can ask me, no problem. Okay, now it's time to note down the homework. Note it down fast here. First question is, what is Constitution? And second question is, what would happen if there were no restrictions on the power of elected representatives? These are your homework for today. Till we are going to meet for the next time. It's goodbye from my side. It's bye from my side. Have a nice day. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy with your family. Thank you.